restful night has passed at Ralu Outpost. Leah wakes next to the reservoir as Tauru fills his buckets and tosses in a handful of seeds. Barrik sleeps among the clutter of Yuri's new room, awakened when Alika stumbles in and passes out in his bedroll. It is just morning time right now.
So I'm waking up with my rockfish friend, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna get up and say some nice words to Haluith, and then leave and go wait in the courtyard for Nuvis and Wish to wake up.
Okay, yeah, you can say goodbye to your fish. Make the short trip back to the outpost there. You could walk back with Tauru even. He's got his buckets. And then Barrik is also awake now.
Barrik will get up out of bed. The high explosives might be ready. I'm gonna go directly to wherever Shessie... It was a tower?
And the king stays with them, right? Shessie said she would look after him.
Yep.
Poor Usellies.
Yeah, I gotta go wake up Usellies. Knock on their door. Knock, knock.
Shessie will answer, and very obvious that you woke her up just now, because you're waking up very early in the morning here.
I will smile with hopeful eyes. Explosives? It's like 7 in the morning.
She won't even say anything. She'll turn from the door, but leave it open. And if you're willing to wait a moment, she will come back with 3 mini barrels in her arms.
3 mini barrels. I'm writing that down.
She's all tired because you just woke her up, but she'll say, "Sorry, I wasted a bunch of the powder, but these 3 should work really well."
I thank you for your hard work. I'll make sure to put these to good use.
She'll nod as she closes the door, probably going back to bed.
I've got bombs. I'm sated. I'm gonna go over and wake over Alika. Gonna go into the room, poke Alika. Up and at him.
I think I'd be too tired to respond from just a poke. I think he's still out.
Uh-oh.
Sounds like something might be wrong with him.
Yeah. How should I wake him up?
And in this time, Leah and Tauru can return, be in just the courtyard.
And that guy hasn't slept in 3 days, dude.
I want to ask Tauru how his camels are doing after the exciting day yesterday.
He's not looking so mad. He saw you guys all riding his camels, and he did a good enough job. They're good.
Good.
Yeah, if you're looking for small talk, you've come to the wrong man.
Yeah.
He only discusses the finer points of camel culture.
Okay, then I guess that's that. That's all we talk about. I'll just wait in the courtyard.
Not looking to force anything.
I'll just be checking on my eggs.
I'm gonna whisper into Alika's ear, since he's asleep, and start saying things like, "You have a date with Wish."
Oh, Alika will roll over and kind of mumble in his sleep, turtles everywhere.
You might have to leave without Alika for the first bit and wait till he wakes up.
The hell happened last night? I'm gonna shake Alika.
Okay.
Might have to do a roll.
No, I don't think you need to
No,
make
I'll
a
wake
roll.
up at that. It's fine. But if you shake me, I'll wake up. Oh, what's wrong, Barrik? What's going on? Grabs Barrick's arm.
We have treasure to find, danger to face, a wish to make fun of.
That's great. Can I have a nap first?
Okay, but make it quick.
Like an hour power nap?
I'll wake you in an hour.
Awesome.
And then I'll
instantly back to bed.
Yeah, I'll pat his shoulder and then make sure his blanket is actually over top of him. Tuck him in.
Yeah, and then Yuri's, he's heard all this commotion and it's woken him up. He got one eye open on you guys and he's annoyed. Rolls over and goes back to sleep too.
Okay.
And out in the courtyard, the other early risers are getting up. Bar is going to come out of him and Odie's room and go to Mappy.
Hello.
After their little excursion yesterday, helping move Yuri in. Wish and Nuvis aren't anywhere to be seen yet. You could always go knock on their door, but...
I have a feeling that they won't be happy when we wake them up. So,
Not afraid to wake up Shessie, but
Yeah. Well, Shessie had bombs, so that
wouldn't
was
wanna-
something to look forward to.
Yes, wake the person up who has bombs.
In that case, I will go into the courtyard to Leah. Alika needs a bit more rest.
So he did get home.
He said something about turtles being everywhere.
I wonder what that means.
We'll have to ask him again when he wakes up. Shessie gave me these, and I'm gonna present 3 bombs, 3 mini barrels of explosives. Should we each have one?
I think you should keep a hold of those. And I'm going to hold my eggs a little bit closer.
Understandable.
When do you think Wish and Nuvis will be up? And Callow said he'd come with us too.
Right, yeah. If they're not awake by the time Alika's up, we could go rouse them.
I guess we'll wait then.
Okay, just gonna spend the early morning hours in the courtyard.
Eat some breakfast and make sure everything is in order. Make sure nothing's missing out of the backpack.
But it's like Christmas morning for Barrik too. You know, like when you open your first presents and you're fucking jazzed. And then you're supposed to go like eat your cinnamon buns or whatever, but you're like still holding on to the new fun thing.
As a man holding all 3 barrels.
It's also your guy's horse. The guy with the camels is taking care of his camels. The guy with the horse is taking care of his horse. And then you guys...
The grandmotherly lady has all of her eggs.
And you guys have a horse that's just neglected in the middle of the courtyard there. Super thin from its time inside the city walls.
Well, then eventually I'll get up and feed it some of the camel feed that I have.
You're going to feed the horse. And then how are you guys planning to go? You guys have a cart. Or
Yeah.
you can walk. It's not a very far trip.
Well, if we take a cart, that means that we could load it up with loot depending on what we find at the Citadel. So it might be worth bringing it along.
Yeah, I figured that Barrik would want to bring the cart along with us. I just assumed we would have walked, but I guess we'll see what Wish and Nuvis were thinking.
We're not sure what we'll find in the Citadel.
Well, Barrik wants to go check out the cart. He'll find a rotting wolf carcass wrapped on the back of it that you guys packed up and never...
I forgot about the wolf carcass.
Yeah. I will consider where to put that.
Maybe a hole somewhere
Why did we want it again?
to take it, to maybe use some parts. Like,
Regardless, it's not very good at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a shovel. I'll dig like a little shallow pit to throw it into just outside the walls.
cool. Oh yeah, the cart is free and empty right now then for you guys to take if you want.
I'll even give it a little bit of a wash.
Taking care of the horse, washing out the cart. And it will be full-on morning now, and pretty much everyone's going to be up. You'll hear Dolimer hammer away up in his armorer tower. Nuvis and Wish will eventually make their way down the stairs, both dressed up in their full plate. Who else? Callow's going to be kicking around. What's his name? Graham has been around this whole time. He's been snuffing torches. Taoru's working with his camels still. Ilyana is going to go out and hang out in her potato plot.
Potatoes.
Am I forgetting someone? Yuri's going to be up, dealing with stuff inside his room, so it's going to be loud, but somehow Alika's still sleeping through it all.
Damn, what the hell happened last night? Okay, we're gonna go rouse Alika now, since Wish and Nuvis are up. Don't want to make them wait too long.
So when Wish and Nuvis come down, do they say anything?
They're showing that they're ready, but they're not interacting with you at all.
They're not even going to be like fussy about how we delayed them a few days and went up back on our promise a few days.
Nope, I'm not going to mention it. But Barracks wants to check out Alika.
Yeah, it's time to rouse
Yeah.
the Alika.
Alright, so after my power nap, I wanted to just do like a short rest so I could get some hit dice back. My health is low.
Oh no.
Not great.
Whenever you wake up, you're going to have to make a exhaustion roll to see
Okay.
if you... Yeah, because you did not get through a full, long rest.
That's fine.
DC increases by 5 for each consecutive 24-hour period without a long rest. And you're on, like, day 4 right now or something.
So I fail. My speed is halved.
Speed halved.
Ugh.
Really need to be taking these rests.
Well, it's hard to do when you get left behind. Like
You could have walked back and you would have made it in time. But
Uh-huh.
you got kind of lost.
Direction isn't my best skill. Maybe I'll just nap on the cart or something. Probably won't be long enough though.
I've had this spider egg for like fucking ages, dude. He's just a spider. It can't be that long that he is in his egg.
What are you
Yeah.
gonna do with the spider when it hatches?
It will be my child. No, the plan was to not like keep the animals because that's against what Leah believes in. She believes that nature should be with nature and as natural as possible. So she was going to look for a place that was free of the fog. This was the only egg that was uncorrupted out of a huge corrupted hunter spider nest egg, and so she kept it and she couldn't release it back into the fogged forest. So
So just be killing it basically.
yeah.
All right. I'm still really tired. Is there like a potion or spell you can use so I'm not so sleepy?
Well, does cure wounds work?
No.
And
Just
that is all I have.
Greater restoration and stuff that can cure exhaustion levels, but I don't
That's
think
so far
anything
away.
lower than that.
You could check with
Yeah.
Chessie for a potion of some kind.
Yeah, I plan to.
Okay.
I just don't have much hope for it. We will have a nice nap time at our next camp.
Are we going to talk to Chessie right now, or are
Yeah.
we going to walk away?
Let's go find Jessie. Maybe she'll have something.
This time she'll answer it normal.
Oh, like she's awake now?
Yeah,
Oh.
everyone's awake now.
Hey Jessie, it's Alika.
This isn't a phone call.
Alika here.
He's sleepy, okay? I'm trying to pretend like he's not with it. Do you have anything that, like, Barrik says coffee would help? I'm really tired, and we have to go.
You're looking for a pickup?
Yeah, just something that'll get me, like, energized and ready to face the day again, you know?
Here's some crack coke.
Here's your bag of cocaine. Here's your potion of steroids. Let's go.
Hey, I'm here for it. Let's go.
2 options. One is expensive.
I can run it by Leah.
I don't have any money. Don't come to don't ask me.
The expensive one is 50 gold. The other I could give you for free. I often take it in the mornings.
And it'll wake me up and keep me ready to go.
Just for an hour.
The free one or the 50 one?
The free one.
Okay. And the $50 one is a longer period of time.
Yes.
Can I double down and do both? Crack and then
A Red Bull.
a Red Bull.
Yeah.
I did them both at the same time.
So you're gonna pay the 50 gold?
Yeah, I'll pay the 50 gold.
She's gonna have to make this thing, so it's gonna take a little bit of time.
How much time?
Just under an hour.
Yeah, we can work with that. When I took that hour nap, does that count as a short rest?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna roll my hit dice to get some health back.
And you guys are all pretty much ready though, hey?
I'm sweating on coffee potion.
Have you decided with or against the cart?
I'd like to bring it with.
What do Nuvis and Wish think of that?
If you guys are taking the cart, they'll hop on the back.
Full health again. I don't replenish rages, so I've only got 2 left.
Time to go to therapy.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Okay, so you guys are waiting. Nuvis and Wish are loaded up in the cart. Callow, still just kicking around. He's not jumping in the cart to hang out with the girls. But you guys are all sitting there. No one's moving, doing anything. Wish is gonna say,
If I'm just
"Are we going?"
while we're waiting for Chessie, can I go let everyone know we're just gonna be a little bit longer?
Persuasion roll from you.
Okay.
Oh.
Chessie's making something
Is-
for me. It's taking some time.
Is this one with disadvantage?
Of course it is.
Yeah, that's
everything's
great.
with disadvantage for me today.
Hold on, I need my coffee.
6. I rolled a 6.
Wish will stand in the cart. For what?
Chessie's making medicine for me.
You look fine to me.
I have bags under my eyes. And I can barely, move. You could push me over right now and it wouldn't be that hard.
Is it a challenge?
How about you sleep in the cart and we move our asses?
But I already-
Burning daylight.
I
here.
already paid her.
I'm sure your medicine will be ready when we get back.
But then I won't need it.
You're gonna be cured? If the trip's gonna cure you, why don't we leave right now then?
Because I'll be useless on the trip and might die. And
Oh, wouldn't that be a fucking
yeah, it would be a
sad
It would
day.
be sad. We used to have a thing for that, and we don't have it anymore. Oh, God. She said it would only be an hour.
Me and Nuvis, we're gonna start on the way. And they're gonna get off the cart, start to walk. Which is probably okay. They don't have the pegs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. We'll catch up to them anyway.
So you guys are gonna wait the hour?
Yeah.
I would actually like to go with them.
Okay. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna try to get them to stay, but
My intent is that while we're walking, I'm gonna discuss battle plan. I'm essentially gonna be like, hey, we're gonna be fighting side by side, talk about our strengths. Alika's very potent with close combat, but I'm better with a bow than I am with a sword. Ask if they have any sort of, fighting styles or magics that they know of.
You saw them in action when you first met them in the streets of Amber Hall, and you saw that they both just go at it Morning Star to Skull style, smashing, but they also have holy magics involved, so...
Ooh. I'm gonna try a religion check to see if they get their power from like a specific deity or anything like that. I doubt that they run around with, religious icons and whatnot on their necks all the time, but maybe during the walk I'll be able to see something. That is a 12 for religion.
Which one? Both of them you're trying to
Mainly wish.
wish?
So we find out that she serves like a chaotic evil deity of bloodletting or something.
I think it should be a deity of like love. Or...
She serves Eldath, the goddess of peace.
That is so... that I did not see coming. No.
Yep.
Wow, okay. The personality and the religion don't need to match up.
She's one of those mean Christians.
I'll keep that little neat bit of knowledge in the back of my head. Who knows, maybe something will come up.
Okay. Barrik, Nuvis, and Wish can head down the road. They're kind of slow in their full plate armor. Back at Ralu, potion will be complete, and she'll give it to you, tell you it won't last much longer, but it will be a much bigger pickup.
So how long will it last?
That's vague and uncertain.
It's different from person to person. I don't take this one myself.
Okay.
I'm really curious
So
what
it's
this
like-
is.
No exhaustion levels, but also there's like another spell mechanic going on at the same
Yeah,
time.
that could be it.
It's like, hey, look, haste, gotta go fast.
It's a little beige colored liquid, thin vial with a rounded bottom.
Let's put it in my bag for now. I guess if it doesn't last that long, I won't drink it till we're actually in like imminent danger.
Okay, so you're gonna hobble your way to the cart and hop on so that they can transport you there.
I suppose, yeah.
You could also, I guess, take up her smaller fix.
Yeah, what does a smaller fix do?
She said it was just an hour pick me up.
Greymorn isn't that far from us, is it?
It would take them an hour to walk, so you guys can probably catch up.
Okay, I'll just take the free thing then.
Yeah, she already had some of that made for herself, so she just pours you out another one. Unfortunately, it's the same exact color, so you're gonna need to try and differentiate these somehow. Maybe put one in the bag and one in...
I'll just drink this one now
Drink it
on the
right
way
now?
there. Yeah.
Okay, you feel much more awake, only one level of exhaustion now,
Okay.
rather than both. So your speed is back up to full.
All right. Thanks, Jesse, and I'm gonna just go.
No?
Yeah,
Okay, well,
we gotta go.
Still can hop back in the cart, and
All right.
you guys will be on the road while Barrik, Wish, and Nuvis will arrive.
I'll ask them if there's a specific part of the citadel they want to enter, because there was, I believe, 3 locked doors, and we have 2 pigs.
And you were told of the 3 catacomb, the keep, and the vault.
And I assume Wish will be the one who answers.
No,
But-
Wish is gonna go. And that's it. Nuvis, she'll look to Wish, and she looks like she was gonna say something, but she won't. So where do you guys want to wait?
The top of the stairs, that way we can see them coming. They'll be able to see us.
Okay. It's a grassy stone road that follows the ledge of a desert basin to the west, and a stone pillar marks the east turn to Greymorn. That's a short road, and then the cart slips easily through the gaps in the round wall of Greymorn Citadel. It stops in the middle of the courtyard in the very center where this hole into the earth is. You can just leave Apple, Vivian, Amber there, or you can tie her up somewhere.
I remember something bad happening the last time we tied an animal down. I think
You
it's-
guys tied 2 horses in the middle of Amber Hall overnight, and they got mauled by wolves that you had antagonized with a whistle. This time it's not quite the same. I guess it's kind of a similar, it's a ruins, but you guys have never seen any activity here, whereas Amber Hall you had fog humans and horses, and you heard wolves and all of that.
I'm okay either way. Tie it up or tie up the horse or not.
We could let them graze. I mean, our horse is like slat-ribbed? What's the term? There's
Emaciated?
Emaciated, yeah, sure. It's emaciated, so we should probably just let it
Do its thing.
graze around.
It's not terribly tame though, so if you're just gonna let it go, it might just leave.
Well, if we're gonna tie it up, can we at least put it on like a really long lead then?
Yeah, this whole courtyard is full of grass too, so it's...
Like give it like a 50-foot rope to just wander around.
Do horses just eat grass?
My understanding is they eat grass, but then if they're doing hard work, they need something more energetic like oats.
So you guys can tie it to the cart and give it a good long leash.
If I can use my rope up for that.
We'll tap the horse then, and then make our way into the citadel.
So Callow, Alika, Leah will get off the back of the cart. Barrik, Wish and Nuvis waiting at the top of the stairs. Wish is obviously in a bad mood already, and you guys can all head. Who wants to head down first?
I will lead the way.
I assume Wish would have gone first.
Well, if Barrik goes first, Wish will go second, and Nuvis will go third. Callow can take up the rear.
I want to talk with Callow.
Okay.
Well, a word of advice, Callow. Don't read things here. It's not a fun experience.
You liked the experience.
I liked the experience, but Callow might.
You got the words, and everyone was jealous of you getting the words.
Yeah. That's
Barrik,
true.
I guess, was jealous. Leah wasn't that jealous.
The guy that literally has trouble seeing anything, it has ghost sight.
Yeah,
So-
it's ironic
It is.
and perfect.
It is perfect.
Okay, well, he'll agree. I won't be reading nothing then. Leave all the reading to... Who's the best reader?
Sage,
Probably
I guess.
Yeah.
Everyone looks to Barry.
Yeah.
And you guys can head down deep into the earth and find yourselves in the pedestal room. 3 large portcullis gates on the wall, and a pedestal in the middle with 3 holes in it.
Then I've got the 2 pegs. I'll just take out one to start with. Put it in the one corresponding to the middle door.
D4.
Okay. 2.
Ooh, it does not fit in that hole.
Okay. I'll do it to the left one. 1.
It does not fit in that hole either.
Oh shit. Okay. 1.
You didn't have to roll for that one
Oh.
because there's only 3 holes and it fits into the last hole.
Oh, is the door open?
Nothing happens when you just slot the peg in.
Do we have to move it?
Like turn it clockwise like a key or anything like that.
Twisting the peg doesn't do anything. But if you push on the peg, it moves the pedestal, spins the pedestal kind of. The leftmost gate shifts a little bit.
Ah,
All right.
turn.
Doesn't even need multiple people. One person can easily spin the peg around, and the left gate will raise all the way up, lock in place.
Nice.
Is there any markers to tell which part of the citadel we just opened? Words, symbols.
Nothing obvious that you can see.
Would Alika be able to see it with the ghost vision?
He doesn't see any sort of glow. There is a outline along the edge of the gate, has similar images inlaid into the peg here of horses and fields
Are those engravings along any of the other doors?
The middle doorway is carved with images of birds, boats, and waves. Rightmost gate inlaid with images of trees, deer, and bridges.
So yeah, I guess since both of our pegs are horsey pegs, that we probably can't open the other two doors.
Think there's another door inside that needs another horsey peg to open?
Maybe.
Or can we take out the horsey peg now that the gate's locked?
You want to take the peg out and see what happens?
Yeah, make sure no one's standing underneath this. It's like maybe, I don't know if it's one of those dungeon keys you have to take with you for multiple uses, but I'll try to take it out of the pedestal.
Yeah, the peg slides out, and the door does not slam shut. It stays up and open.
Cool.
Right.
I'll give the peg back to Leah then.
Okay, Wish and Nuvis are ready to go. They're going to start marching in.
If there's anything specific you want us to look for, let us know.
Wish will do like a wave that's kind of a sure and kind of a fuck off.
Yeah, like, mostly dismissive. Like,
And they will head down the tunnel, and she will cast light on her morning star and raise it up as a torch.
None of us have dark vision. I'll light a torch as well, so we can see where the hell we're going.
into the dark.
Callow at the rear of you three. You will catch them at a large closed set of stone doors. And Wish is going to push the left door open and reveal a very wide, very dark chamber. You guys can't see very far, but
Is there any kind of other torches we can light along the way?
there's sconces in the hall here, but there's no torches in them.
Okay.
You would have to light a torch and leave it if you wanted to mark it in any way.
All right. Good to know. Make our way into the chamber more. Can Alika go along the wall and see if there's any other like hallways or doors connecting to this room? Get an idea of what the exits are.
Yeah, you can start your way along. The walls on each side go out 45-degree angles in either direction, kind of a wedge-shaped entrance into this area here. And along the walls are large cuboid shapes that ascend up the wall in a kind of curving, ascending pattern.
Like decorative?
Are they like stairs?
Not stairs. They stick out and they don't touch each other. 2 feet by 2 feet cubes, and they're really long. So coming from the wall, they're smooth stone, rectangular. And what Alika will see, the walls are lined with these, and each of them is glowing with a blue light of a crest. And this is something only Alika will see.
Okay. I'm just gonna casually remark, that's weird all these cube things are glowing.
Alika,
What's up, Barrik?
they're not glowing.
Huh. Okay. Well, this one, and I'm gonna point at the nearest one and describe the crest on it.
Okay, well, they can see the crest. If you approach it with your torch, there's a crest carved into it and an elven name carved into it, but none of it glows.
I know Elvish.
I do too.
I cannot read Elvish.
I'm going to assume that this is the catacombs then. That
Are they
these
all the same crest?
These might be like sarcophagus or sarcophagi.
They are not all the same crest. You can easily check. A lot of them are the same. Like this one and the one next to it are the same. But then if you go to the one next to that, or if you look at the layer above, that'll be a different crest. And yeah, there's multiple crests and all different elven names. Because Alika can see the crests, he gets a really good image of the room here. 2 walls is covered in these things and just this ascending pattern that goes up about 80 feet on either wall. Hundreds of these cubes. These ones all glow, but as it gets further to the other end of the room, there aren't any glowing crests anymore. It starts to get kind of patchy, and then there aren't anything glowing further down, so you can't see the very end of the room.
Okay.
And there are also 4 pillars in the middle of the room that are also covered in spiraling crested cubes. Kind of a triangle of them, and then one in the center.
A triangle? I thought there were 4 pillars.
Yeah, a triangle and then one in the center.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you.
And so there's one kind of close to the front doors you guys walked in. There's one behind that, and then there's 2 more at the other corners of the wedge.
All right, we can assume that the room is a triangle then.
Does this remind anyone else of Neferi Mines?
A little bit.
They had the pillars in there, and I think there were carvings on the pillars, but there wasn't like names and stuff.
We can maybe do like an intelligence check or something, see if we can recognize any similarities between the 2 locations.
I want to do 2.
5.
Intelligence. 3. Holy shit.
We, after thinking very, very hard, Barrik and Leah, compounding all of our knowledge together, we're both underground.
I don't think these are graves, like coffins. I think they're more like memorial. Could I do a roll to see if that's accurate? Or...
Sure.
I do have disadvantage, yeah, because it's any skill check. So
Religion?
History or religion, I think, are both good.
roll a natural 20, but it's a 9.
These cubes are perfect size to fit a body.
Okay.
So
See, now I'm getting really strong thing in Final Fantasy, and I'm just like freaked out now. So, we're good.
most, if not all, of these cubes have items on top of them.
Ooh.
Okay.
Like flowers on graves and whatnot.
Petrified branches, silver trinkets, tarnished weapons and apparel, and flakes of hard orange material that you don't recognize. And you can't see very far because they go 80 feet up, and you guys can only see on top of the bottom row, and you can see a little bit up to the second row, but there's like every 5 feet.
Okay.
How many is that? 80 feet? Is that
16.
16? Yeah, so there's 16 levels of these as they get to the roof. Wish and Nuvis are kind of just heading straight down, and you guys are working along the edge there.
Can I make my way around the whole room just to see, like actually go up to where the glow ends and see if it's
Which wall were you going along? The left wall or the right wall?
the right wall?
Down to the end of the wall, and you'll see when you get to the point where the glowing stops, there's a mixture of cubes that are just untouched. They're just pure flat stone. Nothing's been carved into them yet.
Okay.
And other ones are mixed into those. They have been desecrated, destroyed, melted, burned.
Huh.
No more perfection. No more nice crests.
Does it look like there was like an attack or a spell that took out a whole bunch of those?
Yeah, it looks like a lot of different types of spells. No one spell that was being thrown, and not like accidental misfire. Like there was a fight here where someone accidentally acid sprayed the wall. Someone was like, fuck this one right here, and acid spray on it until it was no longer cube shaped.
Huh.
I have a question about all the slabs that have been melted or haven't been carved in yet. They don't have any trinkets on them, do they?
No, none of them have any.
And every name here so far appears to be Elven?
Yes, sir, Elvin.
Okay.
You can't make out any names from the desecrated ones.
And there's no other connecting rooms so far?
Nope. Well, yeah, you wanted to keep going down the wall?
Yeah, I'm just going to circle the whole room. Do a perimeter check.
I want to look at what Wish and Nuvis are doing at the middle pillar.
They didn't stop at the middle pillar.
It's so hard to say.
Kind of just going around all the pillars. They're at the pillar close to you guys when you can go check in on them. Just
Are they taking anything?
No, they have not taken anything.
Okay, I wanted to ask Nuvis if her father had been here.
I don't think he had the status for a place like this.
He never even visited when they adventured here.
I don't think it was open to visitors like him. These are royal blood.
So then why would they have come to Greymorn?
I think they came to take.
So you think they went to the vault?
That's where we were hoping to go.
My inner kleptomaniac is like, take everything.
Leah will kick your ass. if she notices, she's gonna kick your ass.
I get angry elf ghosts all over my ass.
I
That's
mean,
for
like-
sure.
To be clear, we're here for, like, Leah to find her husband. But also, are we looting anything from here? Like, we're going to get treasure. We're going to be taking from the treasury.
Yeah, the intent is to raid a legitimate vault down
Okay.
here. This is A burial ground.
Yep, just want to get it out there.
Unless there's something specific,
Mm-hmm.
right? For example, if one of these, for some crazy reason, has a peg that we need as a trinket for open
Yeah.
other doors, I am interested.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, what if there's a puzzle or something, and they have, oh, look, here's the thing you need on this dude's grave. It's like, oh, morals, decisions.
yeah.
Okay.
I kind of want to climb around and not disturb the graves, but rather look at all the trinkets and see if there is anything that stands out from everything else. Potential pegs to open the door. I doubt that that they left it as a trinket on a grave site, but weird things can happen.
Okay, I'd say you want to look around for trinkets. We still haven't gotten a full map of the room yet, so maybe you can do that while Alika continues to check out. Do you want to light your own torch, I guess, and branch off on your own?
Yeah, and I have second story work as a rogue bonus, so I can shimmy super easily.
Nice.
Well, okay. For the room, Alika can continue down the wall. After the section of desecration, you reach the corner, and the back wall is a concave wall section with a mural painted on it all the way across. You can't see all the way up it because it goes like 80 feet, but you can make out the bottom part, and it is about the elves. The images are in a very sharp-edged style and tell a story of the elves' founding of this land and their struggle to find balance with the nature there. So this is a big, wide story full of ancient lore.
And to be clear, there's no fog depicted on this mural.
You, on the right side here, seem to be at the very beginning.
Oh, okay. And I will continue down the story.
You can go down the story. There's lots of images of the province. One recognizable thing is a giant crawfish standing in the middle of a lake. Amberhall City appears more than once in this mural. You can also see some things that you don't recognize. Desert spires covered in large insectoid creatures. A giant palace across a vast lake that looks vaguely familiar. Elves shaking hands with Yuan-Ti, with a river flowing between them. Images of important figures, dome-shaped buildings, all stuff that you don't recognize.
But like clearly a kind of utopian feel to it all. Like
We
built
made
good
peace.
things here. And is that the end of the mural?
At the very end, you can see an obvious spot where the style changes, with humans arriving in the land,
Of course.
taking over everything and finding new harmony with the land that they have now settled. No mention of fog or anything like that at the end of this thing. It's just humans joining in with the harmony of the world.
There's no like war or anything. It just showed up and now we're all friends.
Yeah, it's nothing about war, no. Just elves built it, we came, and they gave it to us.
Ah, okay. And no handshakes or anything like that?
Oh, there's handshakes.
There's
yeah.
handshakes? Okay.
But there's not a whole lot of elves. There's elves handshaking it, and then it's all human
I see.
all day long.
A human mural in an elven graveyard.
You can try and look through the mural for more stuff if you want, but that's just the basics that stand out the most.
No glowy things?
On the mural, no, it doesn't
No.
glow at all.
I'll call over to Leah and see if she has any insights.
I don't know if this little rube from middle of nowhere would know anything, but I'm curious about whether I can find anything from the divining, or to refer to the divining chart that we got.
All the stuff on this bottom portion that you guys can see, you can maybe see about halfway up.
I got a telescope.
There might be sky stuff in the top half of these murals, but the bottom half, you don't see any sky. Too dark to see higher up.
I feel like the top half of this mural is going to have something horrible that's going to change the plot.
And the telescope wouldn't really help because it's still super dark in the top half.
I have light though, so I'm wondering if there's something that I can do.
Could you cast light on a...
I have a hooded lantern.
If you guys got a good long stick,
We have spears, don't we, with
What
Alika?
if I put the telescope next to the lantern so that shot the light through the telescope.
Amplify it like a magnifying glass.
Right.
Is that how physics works?
If a telescope brings lots of stuff into a tiny point of light, then putting a lantern tiny point of light would make it into lots of light.
I don't think that's how it works.
What if we turn the telescope the other way around?
And you create like a laser pointer of light,
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
and you wouldn't be able to make out anything.
Well, we have some other stuff. Let's see. We could do we have any shiny like mirror-like surfaces? We could try to refract some light up that far.
You guys aren't carrying around a huge mirror to reflect light with.
I'm carrying around a telescope, dude. You don't know what I have in there.
I know, I gave you the telescope, I know what you have. I've never given you a fucking 3-foot mirror. And if I did, you would have broken it by now.
Yeah, okay, I don't. But
The ceiling, does it arc back on itself a bit, or is it just straight up?
Yeah, it's concave both ways,
Okay.
so that you can see.
how wide is the mural?
Along, it's like maybe 100 feet across.
One option would be lantern on edge of something like a spear that's held up, sitting on the shoulders of someone else.
10 feet more.
Yeah, here, take my halberd. We'll lash the lantern to it.
Wait, you've got the halberd that keeps flying when it's thrown, right?
Yeah, it's like anti-gravity or some shit. Yeah, I can throw it and it doesn't come back down.
Yeah. Well, we're in an enclosed space, so you don't have to worry about it trying to fly away anywhere. So what we could do, cast light on it, throw it up, retrieve it, whether it be it bounces back or it floats
I
back
could tie
down.
a rope to it.
Yeah, we could tie rope to it. In case it
Tie
gets
rope.
stuck, I have a grappling hook. We could try to hook it as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'll toss you a rope,
Okay.
and then we'll use that as the reach far away light. I love it.
Do you have light you can cast?
Yes. So I just
Eee.
touch the halberd. I think it's only got 20 feet of light coming out of the thing I touch.
Yeah, I love the idea of the light halberd goes up, and then Alika just walks across, and it follows like a balloon. I love that image so
Yeah,
much.
let's do it. So yeah, let's tie some rope to this halberd, toss it into the air.
You toss it up into the air and it lights the top half pretty good. You can carry it along and look at the whole thing. It is a lot of just sky drawn to look good. There's lots of flying creatures in there, dragons and birds and stuff like that. Constellations as well. So yeah, you could try and look at these constellations with the divining chart that you guys have and try and do a little bit of a figure on that if you want.
Yes.
Yes.
I'll try to keep the constellations in view for you.
Is this okay? And then-
Those are right. Yeah,
Okay.
that's good.
so we take the divining chart and cross-reference for Arcana check.
18.
That's 14 for me.
You both pass the check. You can
Yes.
see from the stars in this elven mural that the divining being done on this chart, they have one of the constellations totally wrong, and you can correct it based on the one that is in the elven mural here,
Nice.
and it all makes sense. You guys can choose to divine your futures right here and now, or you can save it.
Do Wish and Nuvis overhear us go like, oh my god, this is what it does?
No, they are still exploring unless you guys have called them over.
I want to check my...
I want to know my future.
Alika's like way over there like, what, is it working? What is it?
Yeah, I'm just like, my arms are getting tired, guy.
Who's first?
Alphabetically, Barrik first.
Okay, Barrik. He sees all of the numbers and the equations, the positions of the stars on this chart, and a vision comes to him as he stares at all these numbers and them reaching their final conclusion on the page. A metal cage stands in the corner of a familiar chamber, its iron bars reaching from ceiling to floor, in a circle around a pile of charred bones and a short sword of tortle make. Red and yellow lights shine above the bones as they suddenly burst up in flames and then begin to rattle and rise from the ashes. The vision fades. That is what Barrik sees.
So mine
Yours sounds interesting because it's where we found the resurrection stick.
Yeah.
At least that's what it makes me think of.
What if someone, like, is the staff able to resurrect people who are that dead? If my daughter is actually dead and a corpse in that cage for some reason, but I need to confirm that that actually is the person that I know in the first place before trying to resurrect them.
Yeah, it's kind of funny, right? Because like if you're trying to resurrect a body, you normally know who it is. If it's like a high level true resurrection, it could be just a finger bone, and you could get with anybody. Then someone stole our fucking stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got fucking stolen. I forgot about that.
Yeah, you almost died.
Oh god.
We were so caught up in you almost dying that we kind of forgot about it.
The stick.
An imposter stole it.
I think it's the
Dang.
monk. I think
Yeah,
it's
it
the
was
dolphin swimming monk.
exactly the dolphin monk.
Did I tell you that to you guys? My theory about the
I don't
dolphin
think
monk
you
being
did,
the
no.
imposter? Because, yeah, man swims, graceful as a dolphin, and he never said a word. So, like, I think that he adopts people's bodies and voices and stuff. And so he, like, stole the shape and voice of a monk, but the monk can't talk. And then
Yeah,
he
can
can
you see
steal
that
from
on the box?
Nuvis and then be able to talk and I don't know.
Someone rising, crispy bones.
Crispy.
So you two are over here just having like
Visions.
a vision of
Some
your
fucked
future.
up LSD trips.
Yeah, we put the math together in the whole meme of like math equations, and then you're just
you see the galaxy in the
Yeah.
background. Just
as your mind's just going.
Okay, so
Oh my fuck, I'm not ready.
it's not gonna be don't just you'll hear it in a second and it'll make sense why it's kind of a disappointing one.
No matter what, it's gonna be like, oh god. Okay, yeah.
Leah looks at the divining chart. She sees the lines drawn between the constellations forming weird shapes, and in those shapes she sees a vision of her future. A giant pillar stands in the center of a dark expanse. Cuboid stone beams jutting from all sides. Half are untouched, half are desecrated with black symbols. One beam glows high on the pillar. Its seal reads Keshosh in blue elven letters. The seal rattles and slides off, falling away to reveal a dark tunnel. The vision fades.
Secret tunnel.
So that's right here. That's right fucking here.
I'm intrigued on exploring that, but first
Okay.
I'm curious if Alika has a cool vision.
Alika's just self-consciously trying to like still maintain optimal position of this halberd.
Well, they told you they had it, and they both
Yeah.
went through their visions.
Okay.
And you only have to look at it to follow the lines that define your future.
As I look at the chart halfway through my sentence, I'm like, hey, what's on doy?
Yeah. Alika comes over to ask what's wrong, sees the equations on the chart, and suddenly it's all clear. A mosaic of painted stone and thick colored glass forms a domed roof above. Below, a crooked path of old shrines spirals down, and water leaks from the walls into a bright blue pool at the bottom of this pit. In the pool, two figures struggle up to the surface, while a mass of green shapes rises beneath them. The vision fades.
Cool.
See, unlike you two, I got no fucking clue where mine is.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna scroll up the map really quick and put it back in the tube.
Hide it from your comrades. Callow's just standing there like, oh,
Yeah, what
well, okay,
kind
I
of
am
secrets
interested in
of-
Kalos then.
what secrets of the universe are in Kello's brain?
oh, I won't be describing it for you guys.
I want to see his expression.
Do you want to show Callow?
I don't know. I don't even know how to like tell him.
We got this map that when you look at it, you just know things.
Well, does he come over our shoulder when it's still out?
I like the idea of letting Kalo also see a future.
I like
'Cause
it,
it's
but
cool.
I just don't know how I would orchestrate that.
I could do it for you.
You guys don't have to do it now. You could break it out at the outpost as a cool party trick. Like everyone,
Yeah.
60
That's
gold,
fucked up.
divine your future.
That's fucked up.
Oh,
that'd be great.
That's amazing, and I love it.
I'm like low key uncertain whether or not it was the coffee I drank or this.
Oh, yeah, speaking of that first potion there, the hour's about up right now. So you're gonna go back to half speed, wind back down.
Yeah, so I will describe what I saw to you two and Callow, because he's here as well. I saw the chart and the crispy bones rising.
What do you think it means about your daughter?
I don't even know if it has to do with my daughter.
Someone who knows where your daughter could be?
Maybe I raided the wrong crypt. Angry spirits.
I can share mine and be like, I don't know, but there was a mosaic roof over top of a pool. I don't think it was water, you said. I think it was just bright blue. There were two figures fighting in the pool. A bunch of other green shapes. Couldn't really make them out coming up to meet them. I didn't recognize it. It could be anywhere we haven't been yet either, though, too.
Yeah, that's not really familiar yet, so...
Like, for all we know, it could be at the fortress or where the Kuotoa went.
Okay, well, I guess we'll be on the lookout for that. Mine was in this room. And yeah, I'll put the divining chart away and then go to the pillar thing. And then
pillar?
look for the...
Which pillar? There's
Kishosh.
4.
I think it was the middle one is what it...
It says a giant pillar in the middle of a dark expanse. We should just be able to find Kishosh or Kishash. I can't read my writing.
Keshosh.
with my climbing speed, I can search for it rather quickly.
And it said it was high up on the pillar.
Yeah. First, we'll look at the middle one.
Well, the middle pillar is it is entirely glowing crests.
Half of them were untouched and half of them were black symbols. So, which one of the pillars is half destroyed?
If you check out all the pillars, you'll find that the back left corner of the room, that pillar is half desecrated, half untouched.
All right, so on this one, we're looking for Keshosh.
You will also find at the base of this pillar a huge pile of desecrated, broken items. They have been smashed and all piled here.
All right.
Okay. Is there anything useful in that pile while they're looking for the name? I'll
Well-
dig through.
Wish and Nuvis have actually already found that pile, and they are digging through it right now. They have decided free game on this shit. If it's desecrated, it's probably won't be missed.
I'm not going to like that. I'm going to take Wish's shoulder and push her off.
Push her off.
Don't you touch that.
It's gonna be a contest to see if you can push.
Not like actually like push her, but just kind of like quit it.
So the push, it doesn't move her, but she'll turn around.
You were here for the vault. You weren't here to ransack graves.
These are not a grave. These are trash. Expensive trash. There's enough here that we don't need to loot anymore. We don't even need the vault. We're good. You won't even see us again.
The Barrick's like stops climbing for half a second and smiles and then keeps climbing. Like, ooh.
I want to slap her.
Oh, no. I am so conflicted.
Sleight of hand.
Not even attack roll. That's a 20. Unnatural.
Were you meaning to attack?
No, just slap.
Oh yeah, your slap slips right through. Just a psh.
How, meaty is the clap?
Does it echo throughout this
Yeah.
mostly cavernous room?
I'll let you decide the echo of the slap.
I think it's unintentionally loud. Because of the space that we're in, first of all. I wasn't trying to actually hurt her, but
Shock her?
Don't disrespect your elders kind of slap.
Yeah.
But I just had a lot of practice slapping things.
You want us to leave thousands of gold because it might hurt some dead elf's feelings?
And even Nuvis is gonna kind of be like,
Excuse me?
Okay.
Yeah.
She won't say anything, but
Yeah. I wish I could do something about her deity.
peace.
Yeah.
It's such a hard sell.
Alright, while you're dealing with Wish, Barrik, what's your climbing thing?
My second story work bonus is that I don't have any extra movement cost when I'm climbing.
Okay, well, I'm going to get you to roll with advantage acrobatics check to not knock anything down.
That is a 23.
Okay, yeah, you expertly dodge past all of the elven trinkets that line these cubes. I guess you're going to also have to make an investigation to find the Keshosh.
Total of 20.
If Alika's down on the ground there, you'll see that the one that Barrik has stopped at here isn't glowing. Though Barrik can see that it does have like an elven crest and an elven name.
Is it the only one on the entire pillar that's not glowing?
No, half
just-
the pillar doesn't glow,
Yeah, okay.
but it's the only one with a crest that isn't glowing. All the other ones that don't glow are either unmarked or desecrated ones. There aren't any like this that don't glow and are elven at the same time.
I'll shout up to Barrick that that one's not glowing.
Okay. I assume that the glow represents possibly like a restless spirit kind of thing. So I'm gonna shout down, I found it!
In the vision, the seal slid off its cube and opened into a tunnel.
I could throw the lid off.
Do it.
Throw the lid off.
Just like slide it off. The vision revealed it being an entrance rather than an actual grave.
You're thinking it's more of just like a weird vision logic.
Yeah.
Where it just opens on its own, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's how it has to be opened. Yeah, I got you.
If we assume this to be true, then that we assume all of the visions to be true no matter what their consequences might be. Right? So you're not just thinking, oh, this is a possible future. This is like absolutely a future. So if that really was your daughter, she is dead.
Barrick isn't thinking about that right now.
Okay.
So you're sliding it off?
Yeah, I'll set it off.
The front square part is what slides off. Are you going to let it drop or are you going to hold on to it
I'll try to bring it up onto...
to the top?
Yeah.
The top of this thing is, there's nothing on it. It's the only elven one that isn't glowing, and it's the only elven one that doesn't have a trinket.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll slide the lid onto the top and peer in.
It is empty, but it is not a deep tunnel. It's just, it goes to the pillar, and that's the end of it.
I'm gonna climb into it and poke the back of the grave.
That's
push
terrifying.
back on it. See if it's like an illusion and that there actually
Nope.
is.
Do an investigation check.
This one's an 11.
That's just a solid stone wall there. Looks like if you were a dead elf, you'd be pretty cozy in there, but there's nothing noteworthy in this empty little coffin.
Time to experiment. Let's see here. What was the name again?
Keshosh.
Keshosh? I'll put my hand to the wall by the pillar and say, Keshosh.
Nothing.
In Elven, I'll say, open.
Can
Nothing.
I, looking for Alika looking up, do I see like Barrick's little feet sticking out?
He would be able to fit all the way in, so if he's at the very back end, you wouldn't see him
yeah.
anymore. You might assume he fell in a tunnel
Yeah,
and
like-
abandoned you.
Barrick, did you fall into a tunnel and abandon us?
I'll poke my head out. It's empty. Maybe your crazy sight will see something.
Sure.
Start hauling it.
I'm gonna very slowly climb, because I'm a slow boy. This is gonna take me like a minute to get up there.
And you have disadvantage on the acrobatics check you need.
Yeah.
We'll get that
okay.
right away while you're just on the first hop.
I can give you guidance.
Thank you. 10.
Okay, yeah, you kick off a petrified branch. It falls. You're just on the first grave here. It just falls the 5 feet and smashes.
Can I catch it?
Are you at the bottom with him? Or
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Flat roll?
Sleight of hand to catch.
That's 14.
That's what he needed, so sure, yeah, you can dive, roll, and catch the petrified branch that he knocked off.
So as I make my way up this wall, I'm basically just everything I knock over, I'm like, oh, sorry, oh, my bad.
Well, you failed once, I don't know.
How many rolls do I need to make?
Like, if you passed, you would only need to make one, but the fact that you failed and Leah's just covered for you
So I just
doesn't make me feel like you should get to go the rest of the whole way up.
yeah,
Just
okay. So
say-
I just roll until I pass then, right?
Yeah, I guess we'll get you on the 10-foot mark. And Leah,
Okay.
what are you doing with the branch you caught?
I'm gonna put it back.
Okay.
Even worse. It's a 5.
A 5?
5.
Okay, Leah, you're catching 2 things this
I rolled
time.
another 19 on the other die.
Well, you got that potion you could drink if you were wanting to do action shit.
Yeah, but I want to save that for if we get into a fight. Although a fight wouldn't really... I want to hold on to it for now.
Okay, so a silver locket and a little pouch wrapped with a piece of twine are both knocked off. Sleight of hand with disadvantage to catch both of them.
3.
Oh no.
I'm sorry.
The twine bag falls to the ground. Nothing really happens. It just lands on the ground. The locket falls on the ground and smashes
Fuck.
and awakens. The glowing light of the one that you knocked the stuff off of. The crest stops glowing. And the seal flies off. And a skeletal hand climbs out
fuck.
and grabs at your ankle as you try and climb up to the next one there.
Oh, right. Does he grab my ankle?
That's a contest, I guess, right?
10.
He grapples you,
Okay.
and he's going to try and yank you off. It's a push this time.
14.
He throws you off into the ground. You're only 10 feet up, so
Yeah.
you take 6 damage.
I landed on some, like, pile of junk.
Wish and Nuvis and them are right below you, dealing with this pile of gold shit. So you'll
Yeah.
land in their pile, slam on some gold. An old rusted gauntlet in your kidney. Oh,
Just kind of winded like
real hard. And an elven skeleton will climb out of.
All right. Let's go.
Barrik is 30 feet up, and everyone else is 10 feet down.
I want to smash the skeleton.
Okay, you're gonna stand up.
Are you gonna take your little vial of
Yeah,
crack?
I should take my crack. Reach into my bag, pull out my little cappuccino tube, down it real quick.
All of the exhaustion levels slip away. As guessed, you are under the effects of haste.
Oh.
All right. Doesn't last very long, but let's see how this goes. And then that's my turn because potions are in action.
Am I above the skeleton for where I am on the pillar?
30 feet, and not directly above. It's like a
Bit of a slant.
an angle.
Okay. I'm gonna drop a portable ram on the skeleton from 30 feet above. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that would just be an improvised weapon.
Sure, and it would be funny. Yeah, portable ram. Improvised attack. 12.
It is a miss. Hits the edge of one of these cubes and then just falls to the ground. Luckily doesn't knock anything else off.
I want to turn undead. So wisdom saving throw. Shit.
Passes.
Callow, Nuvis, and Wish.
Bless you for remembering, Cal. I didn't remember.
Callow!
I
It's
think-
your time to shine.
I think you should make that part of like how he wants to be such a hero, but it's also that he has to contend with being so forgettable.
I think he has been contending with that. He is going to climb up onto the 5-foot pillar and try and smash his sword into the sticking out skeleton. Acrobatics. He's fine. And he hits the skeleton
Good job, Callow.
for 10 damage. Wish and Nuvis are both there. They see it's just one skeleton. They don't look terribly concerned with just one shitty little skeleton.
I'm unconcerned too. That's why I threw something out of my back.
Yeah, they're more concerned with getting the loot in case you guys are summoning a whole army, so they're gonna quickly start packing the most valuable stuff into their pockets while you guys engage this thing in a fight. So it's its turn. It is gonna climb all the way out on top of its own, stab down at Callow with its sword. It's got a long sword of itself, and now that it's fully out, you can see fancy elven clothes and a lot of silver jewelry, amulets and stuff like that. Other than that, it just looks kind of like a normal skeleton. It doesn't have long ears or long hair or anything because that's all decayed to hell. It misses with its swing.
Can I go over to the dropped portable ram, pick it up, and shot put it into the skeleton?
Yep.
Awesome. All right. I'm just going to hoist this ram, throw it forcefully through the air into the skeleton's face. Natural 1.
Natural one.
What happens? What disaster have I brought upon
You
us?
throw the ram, it flies past him, right over his shoulder, and up to the cube above him.
Yep.
It doesn't even hit any of the items sitting on top of the cube, but a stack of silver coins that was perfectly stacked on it, rocked by this sudden impact, and the top few coins slink off the edge of the cube onto the ground.
Okay.
And with that disturbance, only the crest on that cube goes out.
We're so gonna die. Okay. Awesome.
That's where we're going to end.
Bum, bum, bum.